Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving straight into Kai-hen Wizards Chapter 3. The first two chapters gave us massive world building, long and detailed, ending with that chilling cliffhanger, the revelation that the boy's eyes hold the power to bring back the dead. Now in Chapter 3, things shift. The chapters become tighter, the pacing sharper, and the focus is on how these revelations begin to shape the boy's journey. If you've been following along, you know Kai-hen Wizards isn't pulling any punches, every detail matters. So let's break down Chapter 3, page by page, and see where this dark path is taking us. The chapter opens with a quiet, introspective tone. The boy lies awake in bed, staring into the void of the ceiling. To be honest, I can't really fathom that the flying country has vanished. He admits he only has a conceptual understanding of his homeland. His world had always been confined to the imperial villa, like a cocoon. Both the sky and the country beyond were just things he observed through his window, never truly part of. We cut to a heavy flashback overlay. The memory of Rao, the one who built that world around him, crashes down. When I lost Rao, creator of that world, everything collapsed, along with the plan that would grant me my freedom. Zemu's chilling words echo in his mind. Your eyes hold the power to bring back the dead. The boy's expression hardens as he recalls them, haunted by the implication. Back in the present, he sits up in bed, unable to shake the weight of those words. I can't stop thinking about what he said. I feel like he's cast another spell on me. And a nasty one at that. Zemu's warning lingers. By no means should you use it. The boy clenches his fists, frustrated. He knows his dangerous amount of mana already puts others at risk, but that forbidden ability makes him feel shackled all over again. The mood shifts suddenly. We move to morning at Shackleton Castle, light streaming through the halls. Attendants greet him cheerfully. Good morning, Prince. Hey, Prince. The world bustles around him, but his inner monologue cuts through the cheer. What I'm missing is Rue. The boy is interrupted when a strange automaton arrives, a bulky construct with a gemstone core. It grabs him stiffly and hauls him forward. Confused, he asks, "What is it?" One of the staff explains, "It's a gem doll, an automaton powered by a gem." The boy inspects it closely, noticing the gem that looks almost like an unblinking eye. "Don't tell me this eye-like thing is a gem," the attendant elaborates. "Even those who don't know spells can use it, though its mana reserves are limited." Another calls out, "Wake up Raichi and bring her to the mess hall," injecting a lively bustle into the scene. The prince reflects on how the gem doll functions, noting how little mana it consumes. Meanwhile, Raichi is caught misbehaving, riding on the doll like a toy, and scolded loudly. Breakfast follows, simple, light moments that contrast the heavy revelations of past chapters. As he eats, his guides explain the work schedule at the castle. Patrolling, cleaning, and learning routines. For the prince, this is a new rhythm of life, far from isolation, yet demanding in its own way. Raichi reminds him not to wander or destroy things as he did on his first day. The prince asks what usual cleaning entails, surprised that even moss removal is part of the tasks. Raichi insists there are rules to follow, but also encourages him to drop the stiff formality when speaking. The tone is light-hearted, but the weight of being an outsider still lingers beneath the surface. At the dinner table, the boy struggles to grab food as others beat him to it. With determination, he seizes his moment, moving so fast even Raichi and the others don't notice. In an instant, he snatches the plate with uncanny speed, shocking everyone around him. Whispers of disbelief spread. "I didn't even see him move." The first hints of his hidden abilities flicker through, though he himself treats it lightly. Triumphant, the boy beams. I got what I wanted. But his victory turns sour when he blindly tastes a spicy green dish. Flames metaphorically burst from his mouth as the others laugh at his struggle. The moment humanizes him, powerful yet inexperienced, sharing in the castle's warmth and teasing. Suddenly, the mood shifts as Zemu appears at the window, watching over the scene with a sharp gaze, his presence instantly sobering the room. Zemu steps in, breaking the playful atmosphere with a stern question. Boy, are you getting enough to eat? The boy replies enthusiastically, calling the meal delicious and fulfilling, clearly delighted by the sense of belonging. Zemu, however, tests him further, commenting on his face and subtly hinting at his unusual nature. He then praises the castle's genius chef, pointing out how food tastes different after real work. Behind his words lies an undertone, as if reminding the boy that his new life must be earned, not simply given. The apprentices explain that immortals don't need food. They live on air alone. But Zemu, despite being immortal, never let go of his attachment to eating. That's why he even built a window, just so he could watch others enjoy meals. The boy realizes Zemu must have once been human, a traveler, an epicure who loved food when he was alive. In the middle of the meal, Zemu suddenly appears through the window, summoning the boy to his room. Everyone reacts casually, used to these sudden summons. The boy quietly excuses himself, then steps into Zemu's lavish chamber, where the immortal waits on a swinging chair. Zemu cuts straight to it. Why do you look so dissatisfied? The boy admits he hasn't been able to shake off Zemu's last words that left him restless. Zemu explains he said it because the boy has nothing left, but today he offers something new. Come, I'll give you something necessary for your new life. Zemu presents him with an enchanted key. This isn't just any key. It can open the countless doors of Shakuten Castle, which boasts 101 gardens, 777 rooms, and countless paths. How many doors it will open depends entirely on the boy himself. Nervously, he asks, could it even open the way out of the castle? Zemu answers calmly, it's possible, but only if the boy proves capable. Holding the key, the boy asks the burning question, what do you want from me? Zemu replies cryptically, though the boy feels he has nothing. In truth, he was born beneath a star that allows him to open far more doors than most. Meanwhile, in the vast library, apprentices sit around discussing the newcomer. Some think he's too ignorant and troubled to succeed, but others point out he meets all the requirements. Kabu, the sharp-eyed one, is asked his opinion of the boy. Kabu delivers his assessment in blunt words, the wizard killer. The group speculates, could his arrival mean the destruction of magic itself? If every wizard falls, even the great colours might be erased. Kabu links his arrival to the Kai-hen, the great disasters tied to the balance of magic. The real danger, he warns, is that the 7 colours aren't just powerful, they're guardians of the world's magical equilibrium. If even one position remains empty, chaos could follow. We learn a grim truth. In just the past 10 years, 3 of the 7 colours, 1 from red, 1 from blue, and 1 from purple, have already been killed. The situation is dire, and their enemies are closer than ever. The apprentices react with urgency. Without Zemu, the castle would collapse. Some despair, some resist the thought. Kabu, however, points out the boy's resilience. Despite losing everything, he hasn't broken. His only path forward may be to become an apprentice, whether he wants to or not. Lying in bed, the boy turns the enchanted key over in his hand, its weight heavy with possibility. He thinks to himself, anyone else would jump at the chance to be a wizard's apprentice, but there's still so much he doesn't understand. If the key can truly open countless doors, then maybe, just maybe, It could also grant the wishes of many. But there's another side to it. If everyone's suspicions are true, if he really invites misfortune, then his choices could doom others. Clutching the key tightly, his eyes harden with resolve. Before making any decisions, before choosing his path, he must first learn the truth. I need to learn first and save any decisions for later. The key gleams in his grip as the chapter ends. And that brings us to the end of Kai-hen Wizards Chapter 3. This chapter leaves us with a powerful moment, the boy holding on to that enchanted key, torn between the promise of opening doors and the fear of bringing misfortune. A chilling setup for what's still to come. Let me know in the comments what your favourite moment has been so far. Was it Zemu's mysterious past, the reveal of the wizard killer, or this key that might decide everything? Thanks so much for watching, and make sure you don't miss the next episode as we continue deeper into this magical world. Catch you in the next one.